about you gives me hope. Something about you, yeah.
Hi guys, it's Brookelynne and welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be another Let's Talk, and this time it's going to be on pregnancy and postpartum body image. So before getting on to this video, I'm going to do a disclaimer. By me saying what I'm going to say in this video is by no means me being ungrateful for being pregnant with this wee son. I'm 5 months pregnant, by the way, currently as I film this. But I'm so grateful to be pregnant and for God to allow me to get pregnant, and my body to be able to carry this baby and to have a healthy and fairly smooth pregnancy. It's a blessing, and I do pray that this child is a healthy child. So far he is, and I'm so grateful. I really am, and I do pray he has the happiest, healthiest future possible, and I pray that I'm able to be a good enough mum for him. So I'm not being ungrateful by saying I'm worried about what I'm going to look like after giving birth or during my pregnancy. I do love my bump. I do have a bit of a bump already. You probably have seen it in my pregnancy updates if you are a regular viewer of this channel. If not, then you'll probably see it, but I'll put a picture up here because I just don't want to readjust this camera. I've not much time. I'm literally filming this really quickly before I have to go to church because I ramble on. But yes, what I'm worried about with pregnancy and postpartum body image, I'm worried about getting too big. Now, I know you do put a bit of weight on in pregnancy, but I'm trying to control it where I don't end up overweight. People may be like, well, you need to put weight on for the baby. You need to eat for two. You don't need to eat for two. Pregnancy is not an excuse. That's how I feel. Now, I'm not saying if you have really indulged in everything in pregnancy, I'm not body shaming you. Just from my personal experience, or from my personal opinion, I am not using pregnancy as an excuse to binge. You're not meant to binge. Like, you're literally meant to kind of eat the way you did before. The only time you're meant to add something extra, like 200 calories, which is pretty much like 2 rounds toast, is in your 3rd trimester. But the eating for two thing is kind of a myth, and because I am tiny and I need to be on the smaller side, like smaller size and smaller side, to suit my frame. And it's also for health reasons too, because when I've been overweight before, like 5.5, 6 years ago, I was overweight. I wasn't obese, but I was overweight, and it didn't suit me at all, and I felt like crap. And with me, I'm the type of person who, with my mental health, if I look like crap, in my opinion, if I look like crap and I feel bloated or I feel fat or I feel ugly, it could be anything, with my hair looking dull, body looking bloated, my face looking bloated, just looking pale type of thing, then my mental health, I'm literally a dip, and I already have a bit of a fragile mental health. I need to kind of keep on top of it more. But when I look my best, say for instance, I feel fit, I feel like slim, like skinny, my hair's on point, a bit of makeup on, I just feel on top of the world, and I prefer to feel good. When I look good, I feel good. That's just the way I am. I know that sounds superficial, and it isn't the most important thing to focus on is your looks, but it does. When you do a bit of self-care, I don't think self-care is selfish. Now, if you focus all your time and energy and, oh, I look like this, oh, I look like that, it is, and then it just takes over your life. It does take over your life if you focus too much on it, but it's not a bad thing. It's just taking that time out to do some self-care. It's helping your mental health. It does help my mental health. So I'll get into the worries that I have during this pregnancy. The one word that I've touched on is getting too big, and I'm trying to control that by still eating healthily, not restricting myself, but just eating healthily in the way you should do. I have sometimes been a bit more lenient during this pregnancy, but I'm trying not to be too lenient because I don't want, my biggest fear, like with looks wise, is after I've given birth, looking like I did 6 years ago when I was dating my toxic ex. I don't want to come out of like hospital and look at myself in the mirror and just look back on a worse version of me from 6 years ago, with more bags, more wrinkles, like a big belly, like a big fly belly, and just a big massive face. And I don't want to look like that, like a big flab around me. I don't want to look like that, and I'm trying my best. I'm trying everything in my power to not look like that, because if I did look like that, I can see myself having really bad mental health after I've had this child, and I do not want to have bad mental health after having this child. I just don't. It's already with, after having the child, if you don't know about this, your hormones are all over the place. They already are all over the place when you're pregnant as it is, but after you have a child, your hormones drop, and then if anything, even the smallest thing can cause you to just get postnatal depression and all this, and I do not want to have that. I want to try my best to get just the best mental health I can after having the child. And yeah, I don't think I know I'm not the only one. I know there's a lot of girls who feel like that when they're pregnant, or they're worried about what it'll going to look like, or they're going to have the support to do this, time to do this, to get themselves back into shape. I do worry what if my body doesn't snap back and I'm stuck with a hanging belly, especially if I have to have a C-section, which I'm going to try my best to avoid that. Literally. I remember saying to my child, like, having my boy, I said, now, because you're a boy, you better come out quick and you better be a smooth delivery. Now, not anything nasty. I'm grateful to have a child, but I'm just saying, don't let your mum go for a C-section, because, yeah, no. And don't be a difficult child. Be an easy baby so your mum can have some time. I sound ridiculous, I know I do. But, yeah, my head just never gets a break. My head just doesn't stop. But with me, it is a worry. It is a worry about me just looking like I did 6 years ago. Just don't want to look like that, or worse. And I'm just taking steps for this pregnancy by still doing my exercises, still eating healthily, and looking after myself too. And also what I'm going to do, I've got some tips and tricks for myself, like some things I'm going to help myself with, is one of these postpartum belly wraps. I'm going to order a couple of them and see what one's the best. Get a couple of different sizes. So what they're meant to do is like pull you in more, help bring everything back to its original place, bring the muscles back, support your back, because obviously when you have a child, your muscles weaken. So I'm definitely getting one of them postpartum belly wraps, definitely, and wearing it at least 6 hours a day just to kind of help. And I'm not getting a complicated one. I'm going to get one that's going to be easy to put on and put on underneath my top, so just have that supportive feeling. And even if it doesn't do much, which I think it'll do wonders for me, but if it doesn't do much, it'll help me feel better in them early days where I would feel like, oh, my stomach just feels like pure jelly, because I know I will feel uncomfortable having that just burr like that. Having a wrap will just make me feel 10 times better about that. And another thing I'm planning to do, which I think a lot of people who are pregnant and who are about to give birth should do after, is the pelvic floor exercises. I'm planning to do them that kind of help bring together that separation. I think it's diastasis recti, I could be saying that wrong, but it's when you get that separation in your ab muscles, and by doing your pelvic floor and also by bringing your stomach in. There's exercises seen on YouTube, a girl done laying like shoulder stem and she snapped back like that, and her stomach was literally tight as anything. So I am planning to do them from as soon as I can, a couple times a day, to get my stomach to go, because I'm quite short. That's another thing, I've got a short torso and I can't afford to have big square with skinny legs. I can't afford to be a big blob up here. No, I think I just feel it'll ruin the whole postpartum new baby stage if I was like that and I was stuck like that for months or even years. So I'm doing all I can. Another thing I'm doing is going to be doing combo feeding. I'm not going to be doing exclusively breastfeeding because I do get bloody migraines, and combination using both breast and bottle. I'm not pressurising myself. If I can't do breastfeeding, then that's not the end of the world. But I've heard breastfeeding helps burn the calories off. So it also helps your womb shrink back quicker and everything shrink back, which is quite good. So hopefully that'll work out. And obviously by using formula, it kind of gets my husband to do his fair share too, and it kind of helps. Well, I have a routine and everything in place, and I hope it all goes to plan. I know my brain text told you, but so doing combo feeding is another thing I'm going to be doing to kind of help myself not be so tired, but also giving my baby the best of both, if that makes sense, and getting that child used to both the booby and the bottle. Because yeah, I don't want a fussy child, and from birth that child will have no choice but to just be used to it. It sounds terrible. And then another thing is going on walks as soon as I can after having the child. I'm doing a lot of walking this pregnancy. I'm trying to do more walking, even though the weather's cold, but I'm trying to get at least a couple of walks in a week and workouts. But I plan to, once the child's born, because he's due in March, so the weather should be warming up, and even if it is cold, hop the child up warm in warm clothes in the pram, take him out, me and my husband and the dogs and him all go out for a walk, and the fresh air does everyone good, and it'll help kind of make me feel just healthier and fitter, and it'll just kind of boost my mental health too and boost everyone's mental health. And obviously still taking that time, another thing I'm doing, still taking that time if I can. Well, I will be making time for it. Still doing my tan, still doing a little bit of makeup. I don't have to throw on a full face of makeup every single day, I don't think I will, but like weekends or whatever, or when I fancy just being a bit put together, put the child down for a while, hand the child to my husband or whatever, just throw a 5-minute face on, and it'll just help. Like them little things will just help boost. And obviously once I get my 6-week checkup with the doctor, get into a workout routine, and I might even see about getting a personal trainer after that too, just to kind of help back in and even better going to the gym. Hopefully I get, well, that child's gonna be in a routine, so it's just gonna have to deal with it. I'm joking. But that's what I'm gonna be doing, and obviously still getting my hair done and still doing things like that, self-care. My husband's still doing his runs, I'll just look after the child. It's all about kind of helping each other out and letting each other still have that self-care, because it will help us both. So have you been pregnant and felt like, had these worries about looking like a blob or having postpartum or pregnancy body image worries? Like sometimes, even though I'm pregnant, I do feel like I look bloated sometimes too, which is a bit like, I know it's just a pregnancy bloat, but it does, like sometimes I feel like, oh god, I just look horrible. And sometimes when I've got makeup on, I feel like I don't look too bad. But have you felt the same way? And you snap back, or did you take you a while? How did it affect you with postnatal, postpartum, after you had a child? How did it affect you during your pregnancy? Do you think I'm being ridiculous by saying these, or being too self-centered? I'm not trying to be like that, but what do you think? Have you had any experiences? What's your opinions on pregnancy body image? Worrying about this and worrying about that with body image and being pregnant and after having the child. What do you think? So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again for the next one. Stay gorgeous. God bless. Bye.